Robert Adams was a revered American spiritual teacher associated with the tradition of Advaita Vedanta, deeply influenced by Sri Ramana Maharshi. Though he wrote very little, his profound teachings, shared primarily through informal satsangs, continue to guide seekers around the world. His teachings emphasize direct experience, self-inquiry, and the realization that our true nature is already free, boundless, and one with absolute reality. He offered a direct path, urging students to move beyond intellectual understanding into the silence and stillness where truth reveals itself. Let us now explore some profound questions and the timeless answers he offered. How do I stop accumulating teachings and ideas and start truly progressing?
If you are doing this correctly, you will not have time to read thousands of books. It's not that you shouldn't read at all, but if you truly wish to make rapid progress, walk in one direction only. Reading many books leads to contradictions, which create confusion and even aversion. The worst thing is to seek liberation or enlightenment, for that implies a self that is seeking. The spiritual path is about removal, not addition, removing concepts, beliefs, and mental conditioning. Stop listening to the mind. True spirituality is the process of unlearning everything and becoming no thing. Don't memorize scriptures. Go inward. Empty the mind completely. That is the essence of sadhana. Turn yourself inside out. Throw everything out. And you'll see that you were already free.
What is the ultimate aim of spiritual practices like meditation or self-inquiry?
The ultimate aim is to quiet the mind. When the mind is still, bliss naturally reveals itself. There are many methods to attain this, but the most powerful is self-inquiry, such as asking, "Who am I?" This question turns the mind inward. The ego cannot answer it, which weakens the mind and ultimately dissolves it. Similarly, meditating on "I am," silently saying "I" on inhalation and "am" on exhalation, leads to deep peace. It's a direct method to experience silence. This is real meditation.
If I am already free, why do I feel like I'm struggling to realize it?
Self-realization is not a task. It is your natural state. Saying, "Wake up," is just a phrase. In truth, no one is asleep or awake. You are always what you have always been. Trying to become something is the obstacle, for effort arises from the mind and ego. Struggle comes only from the false belief that you are not already free.
How can I effectively deal with negative emotions like fear, anger, or despair?
Don't try to suppress them. When fear comes, smile and sit quietly. Ask, "To whom does this fear come?" "To me." Then ask, "Who am I?" Through this deep inquiry, the emotion dissolves by itself. Don't identify with the body, mind, or ego. Just observe emotions without reacting. That way, you rise above them.
How does asking "Who am I" help in quieting the mind?
This question takes the mind to its very root. When thoughts arise, ask, "To whom do they come?" "To me." Then ask, "Who am I?" Don't answer. This lack of answer leads you into silence. Just as a policeman becomes a thief to catch a thief, the mind looking for its source eventually disappears.
How to practice I am meditation? How to practice I am meditation?
Mentally repeat "I" while inhaling and "am" while exhaling. This is a meditation on the first name of God. It leads you into peace and absorption in the awareness of "I am." This is the supreme truth.
Why is silence considered the highest teaching?
Silence is not just the absence of sound. It is Brahman, grace, and the supreme reality. All teachings ultimately lead to silence. Words are limited, but silence is infinite. When you are still in silence, you sit in eternity.
What does give up everything mean in practical terms?
It means to mentally drop everything: ego, ambitions, emotions, beliefs, even the idea of God. You don't need to add anything. Just empty yourself like turning over a garbage bin. When nothing remains, then you become everything.
What does it mean to become nothing or nobody?
When you become nobody, you become everything. To be somebody is to be limited. Your true nature is nothing, which is pure knowledge, pure awareness, and bliss. This emptiness is not negative. It is Brahman itself.
How does being in the present moment help on the spiritual path?
Just be in the present, not thinking of the past or future. In that moment, everything is fine, and time dissolves. When you are truly present, you are free from ego and imagination.
What does neti, not this, not that, mean, and how is it practiced?
It is the path of mental negation and awareness. Reject every experience. This is not the sun. This is not the body. This is not a thought. Deny everything. When you are exhausted, silence arises. That is the goal.
Why is reacting to the world or people harmful?
Reacting binds you. When you react, you remain trapped in the illusion of the world. Accept everything as it is. Do not react. That is true practice.
What is the purpose of satsang or being with a true guru?
In satsang, you meet yourself. It's not about lectures. Just sitting in silence together is satsang. In the presence of a true guru, the mind becomes naturally still. The guru is just a mirror in which you see yourself.
How is accepting divine ignorance helpful?
First, accept that you don't know anything. This humility brings you closer to truth. Stop thinking and just ask, "Who am I?" Don't answer. The pure question itself is the path.
What happens when the mind is completely dissolved?
When the mind is completely gone, that is self-realization. All spiritual practices weaken the mind. Eventually, even the thought, "I," disappears, and you become completely free.
If there is no karma, why do I still experience the results of past actions?
As long as you identify with the body and think of yourself as the doer, karma appears to exist. But the moment you turn inward and engage in self-inquiry, karma begins to dissolve. In reality, there is no birth, no death, only illusion.
Why are self-acceptance and love important in this teaching?
Never hate yourself. Love yourself. Forgive yourself. Respect yourself. You are already whole. See yourself as Brahman. God is within you. This self-love is not ego. It is an acknowledgement of your divinity.
What does not being the doer mean?
As long as you believe you are the doer, you are bound. When you surrender yourself into the divine, actions happen on their own. Then you are no longer the doer. You are just the witness.
How does detachment lead to liberation?
Attachment is bondage. As long as you are attached to a person, object, or idea, you cannot be free. Detachment means mentally letting go of everything. Then you realize you were always free.
How can one truly experience the idea that the world is unreal?
This world is just a mental movie, an illusion. It is only a projection of your mind. When the mind ends, all this ends too. Only then do you realize the world never truly existed.